Hey, what's up, YouTube? Samuel here, blessed with another day of life, another week of this challenge me and Eddie got going on, I get to make. And today what I'd like to speak on is being yourself, keeping it 100% all the time, and not hiding your vulnerability or anything like that. So what happens is that as humans, we don't like to show that we're vulnerable. We don't like to show that we have weaknesses. So what we do is we carry a mask. We put a mask on. And not a real mask, of course. It's proverbially speaking, that we carry this mask and we put it on ourselves whenever we go out, that we put on the mask that we're not crazy. Perhaps we put on that we're not going through anything, that we're not sad or anything. So a good example of this is Batman. Whenever he goes out and he saves the world, and whenever he does something, he protects his identity by putting on a mask, and it's his alter ego. But the thing is that he does what he really wants to do, and he is who he really is when he wears the mask. So in our lives, we're the same way. We put on a mask like Batman does, and we go out and we laugh and do all that stuff. But the problem is that he's doing that to save his identity. Us, we're doing that for the opposite reason. We're doing that to hide our vulnerability. It's crazy to think about. And that's a problem, because when you go to the doctor, you don't tell them I don't have a problem. When you go to the doctor, you tell them I have a problem. They ask you where. You say, oh, my shoulder. What they do is they start to aggravate the problem. They start to hit your shoulder. They start to poke at it and tell you, does that hurt? And you're like, no. Does that hurt? You're like, yeah, that hurts a lot. And then what happens? They're like, oh, now we can start to work on it. We can fix it now. Now the problem is that what we do as humans, we go out in public and we tell our parents, we go to school and we tell everybody, no, I'm all right. When in reality, you're hurting so bad inside. Or in reality, you feel uncomfortable, or you feel like you need to move from life, or you want to grow in life, but because you didn't say anything, or because you're not you're hiding behind something, you're never gonna get to it. And that's the thing, we lose a lot of blessings in life. We don't get the advice that we need because we didn't consult with anybody, because we thought it was embarrassing. We don't get the job we wanted because we thought that it was maybe too hard for us or something, because we didn't want to get out of our comfort zone because we were scared. And that's the thing in life. You got to take off your mask and you got to say, I'm going to do it. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care if people think I'm crazy. I don't care if people think that that I'm weird. And a lot of times we say I'm not going to do it because people are going to think I'm weird, or people are going to think I'm crazy, or people are going to think about me like this or that. Or they're going to see that I'm vulnerable and they're going to make fun of me. Now, what we need to do is we just need to be ourselves, because people aren't as evil as we would think. People might want to help us. And the people that exploit you and expose your sadness and all that stuff, they're evil people, and you don't want them in your life at the end of the day. People think you're weird, then so what? That's who you are. Be yourself. And that's the problem that we have. And I think it's awesome that me and Eddie are making these videos, because that's another thing. We get to really be ourselves when we make these videos. We get to show who we really are deep down inside, and deliver what we have in our minds and our hearts. And I really like that. I believe that it's always a good thing when you're going out and you're doing something that you really want to do, because it's something that's very rare, to really be yourself in today's society, in today's world. And the thing is also, when you do that, you start to see that there's other people like you. For example, whenever I say something and I say something that's not very popular, or that people don't really want to hear because it doesn't sound good, somebody else who thinks the same way, or actually thinks the same things, they're like, yeah, you know what, you're right. And you know what, I should speak about that more often. I should be more vocal about that. I should we should talk about it. And then another person's like, I don't think like that, but you know what? I respect you and I like that you explained it well. I'm gonna think about changing my opinion and my thoughts to be more what is it? To be more understanding, and maybe even become like that and with that mindset. So that's the thing in life, that we need to get out of our comfort zone, and that we need to get out of our vulnerability stage. That stop caring what people think about you. Be yourself all the time, and without that, you're never gonna get anywhere in life. And there's a cool video or movie called Groundhog Day, where this guy, he gets to redo his day every day, and his whole life he's a jerk and everything, and he's just used to that, but he never gets out of his comfort zone. And there comes a day where he repeats Groundhog Day every day, and he starts to do things that he wouldn't usually do. He talks to a girl that he wouldn't usually talk to. He does other things, and then in the end of the video, he finds true love. He gets really good at he gets really good at sculpting. He gets good at the piano. He does things that he wouldn't usually do in his life because he was so comfortable living a scared life of, what would people think if I did that? What would people think if I did that? But when he's done, at the end of the movie, he gets so much done because he learned a lot, because he went out and did things he wouldn't usually do because of the fact that he was comfortable in his ways that he was set with, and the kind of lifestyle that he was living, a very selfish life. He realized that you don't get very far in life, and you get stuck in life when you're living that kind of life. And that's the thing about life. It's very short. So what we need to do is we need to stop caring what people think and be vulnerable, be crazy, do something you wouldn't usually do, and get out there, because life is too short to be caring what people think about you and putting it even over what you want to do. Think about it. Putting somebody's opinion of you over your happiness and over your reality in life. That's not good. That's not the life you want to live. And let's just grow and be real, because that's the only way you could be real. And that's the thing. You got to bring to the light who you really are, your reality and everything. Because when you're in the dark, when all that is just unknown and all that, you're never going to be able to fix it. Like I said, when you go to the doctor, you tell them that you have something wrong with your shoulder, they're going to start to fix that. But the longer you hide it, the longer you suppress it, the longer it's going to take for you to realize that you could have done something greater. And don't be 10 years down the line like, I regret not pursuing this because I cared about what people thought. I regret not doing that. The thing is, you don't want a life of regret. So do what you want to do, and don't be scared of what people think about you. And I'm sorry I had to say that so much, but it's something that we need to hear a lot, so that it could get into our heads pretty hard. So life is too short to care what other people think about you and how they see you. If they don't like you, then that sucks, because you're a good person and you're valuable, so you could contribute a lot. So that being said, like, subscribe, God bless, take care, see you next week, and I'll try to have a video recorded very soon. Take care, God bless, bye.